Hello friends, welcome to your own YouTube channel Achievers Data Engineering. My name is Gyanendra and this is part 5 of SQL interview questions and answer series. In this video, we are going to discuss about a common function which is like similar to the lead function we just discussed in our previous video. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the use case of lag function. So let's see an example here. So as you can see on the screen, here we have got a sample table which is kind of a racing data. So let me explain you this. So we have got a runner ID, the person who is running in the race, a runner name, a milestone ID and the milestone timestamp. So assume like there are a couple of runners running in a race, and at a set frequency they are achieving some milestones like in between the race. So we need to calculate the difference, or we need to calculate the time taken by each runner to achieve a specific milestone. So like how much time they took from milestone number 1 to milestone number 2. This is what we need to calculate using the lag function. So let's see how can we achieve that using lag function in SQL. So let's get started. All right, to keep it simple, again I have got this table syntax already created, so I'll just go ahead and execute. So I have created a race data table having these 4 columns: runner ID, runner name, milestone ID and milestone timestamp. Now I'll just go ahead and insert a couple of rows data in the table. We have got 12 rows inserted, and let me just select a star from that. So here we have got that runner ID, runner name, milestone ID, milestone timestamp. Now let's see, let's write the actual logic. So I'll just say select and from, and this is race data. So let's say runner ID, runner name, then we have got milestone ID, and we have got milestone timestamp. Okay, now very similar to what we just did in the previous session, like previous video, we discussed the lead function. This is another window function and works in a similar way. So I'll just go ahead and say lag, and we need the previous value of timestamp. So I'll just say lag timestamp, then same syntax over and bracket open, partition by. So here we need to partition by runner ID or runner name. We can like pick either one, and then we can say order by timestamp, or maybe here we can take either timestamp, or we can also take the milestone ID. I mean, they will work in the same, because obviously runners are running in same direction. So they will first achieve milestone 1, then 2, then 3. No one is running in the back end, in the backward, right? So having either of the column in the order by will work. So let me just show you the value. Test maybe I'll just say, and then let's execute this. Okay, so now here we can see we have got the runner ID. Let me just here add order by runner ID. Okay, we've got the runner ID, name, milestone ID, timestamp. So here you can see the race started like from milestone 1. Race started at this specific date, or at let's say 8 a.m. and the next milestone was achieved at 8:50 a.m. So it took 15 minutes, right? So here we have got that milestone started time in this value, like in this row. So what is the difference between lead and lag is, lead was giving us this next value in front of the first row, whereas this lag function is giving the first value in the second row. This is how, like, this is the difference, and this is how they are working. So now in order to calculate the difference, we can just go ahead and deduct like this timestamp from this timestamp, and we will get the difference, which will be the time taken. So what I can do here, I will just say maybe timestamp minus the next value, and the name I can say time taken to reach next milestone. Okay, I'll just go ahead and execute this. All right, so here we have got the value. Obviously the first row will say null because the race just started at 8, so there is nothing to be calculated. But right now we can see here there's a date and time also appearing. So just for the simplicity, I can just go ahead and say cast, and I can cast this entire as time. And now let's execute. All right, so now we have got the exact time value. So it took 15 minutes, again 15 minutes and 15 minutes. So runner 1 took 15 minutes on an average to achieve each milestone, whereas runner 2 first took 15 minutes, but next milestone he took 20 minutes. And like this is how we will be able to calculate the time taken to achieve these milestones. Now obviously as an example, you just need to clear the logic and make sure you understand the syntax. So if you are asked the similar set of question, you can go ahead and just simply apply the logic. So if you don't know the lead and lag function, then you will just start thinking about implementing some other window function like row number. Then you will use some CTs and then try to get these values. These values might be you might be able to calculate it some other ways also, but that might become complex query, and it might not be very good in terms of optimization. This is the shortest way, and this is a function created by SQL for this purpose itself. All right, so I hope you like the content. If you have any question on this, please do let me know in the comments. I would love to answer that. And as I mentioned in the beginning, if you have any question that you want me to cover in this video series, then do let me know in the comments. I would love to work on it. Thank you for watching. Keep learning. Have a great day.